Hello, good morning. Waiting for the circle to stop circling. I have an idea it's on, but you know how it is. It gives you that look that the circle has to stop circling. So here we are, and of course it goes like this. So what can we do? Anyway, good morning, and how are you on this wonderful, absolutely amazing Friday morning? Um, it's going to be another beautiful day, and we know it's cold though. Minus what? Anyway, I don't know what it is. -9. So it's really cold. So anyway, good morning and how are you today? Greeting to self. I love your smile. It's so becoming. That was greeting to self this morning. I love your smile. It's so becoming. Today, if you don't hear me too loud, my good friend told me I need to get a mic, so I've ordered a simple one. So I should have it in a day or so. And then by Monday will be, or Sunday, I should have it so we could use it on the stuff with Yoko and I. So today's mantra is my grit is good is coming to me now. So your mantra is telling you your grit is good is coming to you. Isn't that wonderful? And then you had this amazing, absolutely amazing greeting to self. I love your smile. It's so becoming. If your smile is becoming and you know your greatest good is coming to you today, what can stop you? Nothing can stop you now. You have your insurance policy that you have a great smile, and then you know for sure that everything that's good and wonderful is coming to you today. So my morning blessing to you today is what is done is already done. Focus on the solution. Um, that's strong. We forget sometimes to focus on the solution. We look back at what was done 10 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, and we forget to look at the solution. I'm going to say it like this. In the bygone days, it was, don't cry over spilled milk. That is what they told us. Don't cry over spilled milk. This made so much sense, and we don't use it anymore. The only things we had left to do after the milk was spilled is to get a rag and mop it up. That's all you could do. You couldn't put the milk back in the bottle. I'm sure you couldn't put it back in anything. So as we go through this wonderful time, we need to go and look at our life. And of course, we are going to be faced with a lot of situations, and many of them in this one life. So we have to look at it and think the deed is done. The genie is already out of the bottle. Every struggle, every situation we go through has a solution. This is why once it has happened, we have to focus on the solution, not the struggle, not the situation that happened 2 minutes ago. We cannot do anything about it. And that is one of the things we need to always remind ourselves about. This is where the solution comes into play. What can we do? We already know we cannot undo what is done. We know that. We all know that. But in the time of the situation, we forget that. And we consistently insist on looking at it. So let me tell you a story. You know things happen when it's already bad. So things just multiply on themselves. In 1997, it was an interesting year. I never called it a bad year. I called it an interesting year for myself and my family. Our car got stolen, then our furnace broke down, then my hemoglobin dropped to 55, then my husband was told he had lung cancer. I'm going for surgery in August, and he in September, and 3 children in high school. What do we do? So this was all in 1 month in 1997. So it was in the middle of the summer. So the air condition broke down, then they said it's the furnace. The car got stolen. I got sick. My hemoglobin is going down and down. My husband was diagnosed with cancer. 3 children in high school. What do we do? This was what was done. We didn't have a choice. What do you think? Did we have a choice to collapse? We could not. We couldn't collapse. No. We had to get up and find solutions, and we did. So I know what I am talking about when I tell you it is always darkest before dawn. This is why I'm able to help you navigate through those rough waters, and I can always show you how. We went through it as a team. We didn't blame each other. My husband smoked, so naturally it was going to happen sooner or later. The magical thing is he was given a second chance, but his addiction was so strong he couldn't do it. It was localized. They cut off lungs and lobes and whatever. And then he came home from the hospital and started to smoke again. What can you do? I was fine. I had a neighbor next door. She used to tell me stop digging in the garden after I had the surgery, but I couldn't. I just had the energy to do it, so I did. But we found solutions. We had to. So here is what you have to do. You have to find your solution when things are going bad. Focus on the solution. We couldn't focus on what was happening to us. It was already done. The car was already stolen. The furnace broke down. We were both sick. And, what can we do? And the fact remains, three people had to go to school. We couldn't keep it away from them. That day when I had to go in for surgery, the kids drove me down to St. Mike's because he couldn't. And then they had to pick me up. So it was teamwork, and it was looking everybody helping each other. So what you have to do when you find yourself in a struggle or a situation that is not what you planned, you didn't intend to that. I didn't think someone would steal my car, but they stole it anyway. So focus on the solution. I had no idea that the furnace was going to break down, but it broke anyway. So look at all the situation and do not panic. It is not the answer. Panicking is only going to make it worse. Don't panic. Whatever your solution is, the only place you can look is at the solution. We already knew the problem. So what we had to do was work on the solution. We had to work on the solution. Focus always on your solution. Let's look at your situation, because this is what we did. We had to look at the situation. We had to look to see what could we do. Did we need help? Did we have money? Could we repair the furnace? Could we get the car back? Could I go back to work? Luckily for me, I worked at the bank and I had this amazing, and so did my husband, had an amazing company that stood behind us. I remember my manager looked at me and he said to me, "What now? What's next?" He used to call me Sunshine. He said, "Sunshine, what next? Only you could be given a plate like this and walk through it with dignity." And when he said that to me, it made me feel so good. And he said something I didn't know. I was off work for 6 months, and he made an announcement. I want no one to sit in Tessa-Marie's chair. I don't want anybody to go into her office. Leave it alone. And when I came back, somebody told me that's what he said. But the day I came to work, you could see the beam in his face, and he told me, only you would have the strength and the dignity to go through this and stand up. So that is what you have to do. You have to breathe. Stop wringing your hands. You need them. Knocking your head against the wall is not going to solve the situation you're facing. It won't solve anything. All you will get is a big headache. Focus on your solution. So let's look at a situation. You're a business person, you're an entrepreneur, and your business right now is not making any money. Right now, because of the way things are going in the world. For example, what do you do? Your job, your job is to put pen to paper and place your thinking cap on and begin to create. What are we going to do in this situation? We need to cover the monthly expenses. This is where you are. This is where you work on brainstorming begins. You sit down with yourself, your company, your partners, your employee. What can we do? You have to bring the entire team together. Focus on the solution. What do we have that the other companies want? What service can we offer them? How can we change our production to create something new? What can we do? We look at others and we say, what are they doing? Is there another company we can collaborate with? You have to get together, focus on the solution. Then create a list of your strengths. And these are the things we did. What we had going for us. We created that. Number one, we had our faith. We had our belief that we'll come from it. We'll come out from under this. And that is what we did. So once you know that you can do it, you're going to do it. You have to focus only on the solution. Then create a list of your strengths in your company. See where you can apply a niche that is unique to you. You might be surprised of the opportunity that you can create. All you take If you take the time to do some research and incorporate them with what services you presently offer. It is not easy, and it's not going to be something that you acquire right away. But that is for the entrepreneur. What about you standing there? You have the same method. You can use that, only slightly different. You can use it, for example, in your personal situation. You lost your job. What can you offer a different company? Maybe you have to pivot out of what you know to what you have never tried. The thing is, in both situations, you need to believe and have faith that you will find a solution and succeed. Focus on the solution. Once you have decided to work on finding your solution, nothing will stand in your way. You cannot stop though. You cannot stop. You have to keep working it and seeking anywhere you can, seeking answers until you achieve this, that one little bit of something that will open the solution. You have to solve the solution. Focus on your solution. Nobody is going to focus on it for you. Solutions don't come knocking at your door. Solutions to problem never come to you and say, here I am the answer to your situation. You have to seek them out. You have to see them going by and catch them. The solution might be right underneath your feet. Sometimes you might have to chase them down the street. The thing is, you cannot stop. You have a situation that is not good, and you know you have to fix it. What is done is already done, and you cannot undo it. You have to focus on the solution. You have no other choice if you want to survive. You don't have a choice. You cannot put yourself in a ball and die. You cannot do that. You cannot roll up in your bed and stay there. It does not work. There we were. We were both sick, but we couldn't stop. We had 3 people depending on us for their sustenance. So what do? You bring the group of 5 together, and we decided to table this out. And we came out with solutions that helped us survive the journey. And we came out on the other side better, stronger, closer, with more faith in God and more belief. Keep your eye always on your solution. Most importantly, do not give up. Believe and have faith in your ability to come up with a solution. Elevate yourself to the top of the situation and find the solution. It is always there. So if you do have spilled milk today, don't worry about the spilled milk. Where's the mop? Where's the cloth? How am I going to pick it up? All I can do, I need to get it off the floor. That is the solution for the moment. The genie came out of the bottle and you cannot put it back. So you have to focus on what you can do with this genie now. So that's what the solution is. So sending you light and joy on this morning. I wanted to bring this to you so that, because we are facing so many hardships right now, we all need to know that we have to focus on the solution. So sending you light and joy on this absolutely wonderful Friday morning, and talk to you guys later. So let's see who came to call on me today. Hello, Gavi. Hello, Yoko. How are you this morning? I hope you enjoyed this, both of you and whoever else I cannot see. Facebook is doing a dance, and I'm just going to dance with it. So I'll talk to you guys later, and have an absolutely wonderful day. And don't forget to share and like Tessa-Marie Morning Blessing, and focus on the solution, please. Bye.